Welcome to the vlog. Okay, so I had a video already prepared to go up today, and then I kind of felt bad that I didn't have a vlog, so I switched the videos around. So you probably seen 2 days ago a video that I was saying that I wanted to be a vlog, but I was so excited to share that, which I was very excited to share that. If you haven't seen that video, go look at that video. But today we're gonna be doing a vlog, and y'all, it's warm outside. I was not prepared for this. So I did get a few packages today. I got our Hello Fresh in, so I'm gonna share that. We're gonna see exactly what's in there. This vlog is being sponsored today by Hello Fresh. If y'all didn't know, I'm obsessed. Absolutely obsessed with them, and I will be cooking one of the meals for supper tonight and just take you guys through the process and share my code where you can get a discount and get some money off if you've never tried it before and you're interested. We love it. They have like a classic version, a family version, and I want to say they have like a vegetarian option. We're not vegetarians. We love the meats. We tried the family version before and it was good, but I feel like that's definitely more for like if you got kids that's going to be eating the meal. So it's definitely like, so it's more friendly, like it doesn't have like cherry glazed pork chops and you know, that's the classic. I would say go classic, make your young'uns a hot dog and let them, or they can just eat the classic if you have kids and you wanted to do like the family size. But we love getting the classic box. It's everything. There's like steak meals and pork tenderloin and all the taco meals are my favorite. There was one that me and my friend have like talked about nonstop. It was pork, I think it was pork tacos, but it had a kiwi salsa that I would have never thought to make. I was a little scared, so I only added like a little bit of that kiwi. But once I tasted it, I was like, chop, chop, chop. We're putting it all in there today. What do I need to update y'all on? Oh, I straightened my hair. Obviously, if you watched Monday's video, you already know that. But I also cut like 2 inches off. And I added a bang back, which I guess you'd call this a bang. It's shorter. It was down to here. So, I mean, I cut like half of that off. I've always had bangs some way, shape, or form. I used to have bangs here. I've always had like a side swept, and they've just been growing like crazy. So, but yeah. I cut like 2 inches off. Look at this pitiful little ponytail. So there's that. I did that since the last vlog. That's why I straightened my hair. And then I started like really thinking about it. I know I said, and I don't want to like talk about this for a long time, but I know I said that I wanted to embrace my natural hair more. But as the week went on and I was going on with my natural curly hair, it drives me nuts. It drives me absolutely nuts. And I love that when I share my hair, y'all are so supportive and y'all love it and y'all want me to wear it like that more often. But here's the sitch. Y'all are not the ones that has to deal with it and have to do it. Now, I told Cody, I'm like, maybe I should just start getting regular keratin treatments just to like, what is she doing? Just to maybe straighten-ish it out. Lady, what are you doing, honey? And he said, well, if your hair's not curly anymore, will you still feel like yourself? And I don't think my curly hair has ever made me feel like myself. I feel like a lot of times I make decisions based off of other people's opinions. And when it really comes down to it, I'm the one that has to do my own hair. So I'm still on the fence. I definitely want to take better care of it and not put so much heat on it because it's damaging. But as far as like being curly with all the different products and stuff, and I don't know, I just don't know. If you've struggled with the same thing before, comment down below. Let's talk about it. But today, what I've been doing is I've been taking a few photos for Instagram, and I wanted to kind of tell y'all my process for my Instagram, like how I think up stuff and where I get ideas from, and what I edit on, and camera, stuff like that, whatever, because I get questions about that. So that's what I'm going to share a little bit with y'all today. And then later on, like I said, we're going to cook supper so I can share what I got for HelloFresh food tonight. Live our best lives. Yes, queen! We have the poblano pineapple beef tacos. Next we have the balsamic fig chicken, which, I mean, everything looks good. I ain't gonna lie, it all looks good. And I love the chicken dishes, the pork dishes, all those are really good. This one says total of 30 minutes to cook, calories. I love how they have all the stuff on here. The prep time, the total time to cook it and everything, and how many calories it has in it. If you break it up, you know, in the serving size, like since this is for 4 people, so you would break it up into 4s, obviously. This I'm really excited about because like I said, I love the pork dishes. The pork tenderloin is one of my favorite things in life, and this is from their Hall of Fame recipes. So this should be amazing. And it's got zucchini and taters. I'm excited. The total time ain't but 30 minutes for all of this. If you don't know what HelloFresh is, it literally comes with everything already packaged in a nice little like refrigerated box. This is kind of new, this little top here. I guess they're making things more efficiently, but we have everything that you'll need other than the meat comes inside these little bags, which makes it really easy to put all in the fridge. So I'm going to take all of these out. Everything you're going to need is inside there with the exception of like a cooking oil or like salt and pepper. But they always have, if there's like a specific seasoning that they want you to put, there's normally that inside the bag. And then down below, they just have the meats, and it comes with a little ice pack thing to make sure that it's keeping everything nice and cool. So right now I'm going to put all the things inside the fridge so they can keep until it's time to get cooking. I feel like y'all are like really far away. Okay. So, where's my phone? Forever losing my phone. So first, before I share any like Instagram knowledge, nuggets of wonderfulness, follow me, because you need to see it firsthand and be a part of the Instagram fam. And I always have my social media stuff down below, so you can always find it there in the description box. I'm also a part of a spring themed giveaway over on Instagram. We're giving away $300, so just go and find this photo right here and you will be able to enter to win 300 bucks. I actually just finished up a Valentine's Day themed giveaway, and the winner's already been chosen for that and all of that. I have no idea who that is, because when I'm filming this, the winner hasn't been chosen, but by the time you see this, the winner would be chosen. You understand? So yeah. So first of all, let's talk equipment. Some photos I do take with my phone. I do have a pretty good phone camera, and that's really the only reason why I upgraded to this phone, because of the camera quality. The front facing and the back is way better than the front, but the front is huge upgrade from what we've seen before with the Apple phone. So if you want to be really, I guess, simple with your technology, I would say upgrade to a phone that had a really good, like, capable camera, and that could really be all that you needed. You know what I mean? So I have the XS, the new whatever, the new smaller one. I didn't want the bigger one. I wanted something a little bit smaller. But I will take pictures with this when I'm out and about and I don't want to bring my big gangster camera. Most of the time my pictures are taken though with my Canon 70D, and I have a few lenses that I use for that, and I will link all the lenses that I use in the order of most used to least used in the description box. So it really depends on what you want in the image, like what you're looking for to capture. If you want like really blurred background or whatever, really crispy, that's what I like to call it, when the person's really crispy and everything else is like blurred out, or they're just really focused. That's what I like. So we spent a good decent amount of money on my newest lens, which is my favorite one, and I use that to take majority of, if not all of, my most recent pictures on my Instagram. I have all that techie stuff down below. And then next, let's talk apps. So for apps, I definitely, let me share my screen. It really depends on the mood that I'm in and what I want, but most of the time I use like the same filter on all my pictures, or the same preset. That's what we call them now. And I've created my own presets. I've purchased some in the past, but I always end up making so many changes to that specific preset that it's really no longer really that preset, if you get what I'm saying. So I get people all the time asking about my presets. I make them, so I've never bought, I mean, the ones that I've been using that I'm kind of like rotating in between because I'm trying to find like that perfect one right now. Anybody else struggle with that? Is it just me? Because I think way too much about stuff like that. I am not a fan of the really Oompa Loompa looking pictures, okay? The real orange, look like you laid out in the sun, a bit too long, you rolling in Doritos. I'm not a fan of those kind of pictures. Do I like a little bit of warmth? Yes. I also like really cool and darker tone pictures too. So I'm like trying to find that happy medium, what makes me happy. So I'm still working on that, but for editing, I will rotate between Lightroom CC and VSCO. Those are two of like my favorite ones to use. They're both absolutely free, but there are things that you can purchase like on VSCO. Like if you want to get a different preset or different filter, you can go on there and like buy a bundle or whatever. It's definitely for preference, which one you prefer to use. VSCO I think is more user-friendly, but the reason I like Lightroom CC so much is because you can literally pick and choose a color out of that picture. Say if we took a picture right here, one color that's super prominent, which is really the only color that you see, is green. I have pops of green in the room, and if I took a photo, I would want that green to pop. So on Lightroom CC, I'm able to go to colors and go to green and turn up saturation without making the whole photo saturated or oversaturated. I can just turn up the green, which is everything. So I like to do that. I love color. I also love really neutral photos with like a small pop of color. I know, I'm a very confused individual. So those two apps are what I do most of, like the color correcting, exposure, the blacks and whites, shadows, all of that. That's what I use for that. So either one of those really depends on what I want to do. And then I have two other apps that I use for two different reasons. And I know this is probably a lot of work to some of you that don't put all this effort into your Instagram pictures, but it is a business for me. So I kind of want to make all my stuff look cohesive and look good. I love editing pictures. And if you haven't noticed, I edit them all on my phone. They're all apps. I know some people use Lightroom on their computer and they love it. I've just never done it, and I'm so used to doing it on my phone. I don't know that I could ever switch over to my computer just because it's just so more accessible and it's easier. So another one that I use is Snapseed, and here's what I use Snapseed for, and I learned it from somebody on Instagram. If there is something in the background of your picture, let's say there's like a scratch on the wall, I feel like I mainly use it for when I'm doing like home decor shots, or something that like there's an outlet showing on the wall that's kind of like an eyesore. There's a healing brush on there and you can brush over it and get rid of it. Boom, that's mainly what I use that for, is when there's something like lint or something's on my pants or something like that, like actual objects, I will take and like, but you got to be real careful with it. It's tedious and it's aggravating. And I also use it to brighten up photos. I know, that's really the only reason I even downloaded Snapseed, was for those two reasons, and that's the only reason I use it. Now, the last one that I use is Facetune, and everybody has Facetune. I don't use it to go in and make me look like a Barbie doll. I don't believe in that. I know some people do. Now, if I got a real crazy blemish on my face that's making me feel really uncomfortable looking at it, you know, like I don't want other people to have to see that, I will go in and just blur it out a little bit. Because I don't have the paid for version, it's not going to be like crazy, you know. Like if you go in and pay for it, you can do a whole bunch of stuff and look like a totally different person, but I want to look the same in person as I do online. And a lot of you say that when you meet me in person, so I appreciate that. And the last thing that I use Facetune for is if the background is not as blurred as I want it, I will go in and defocus the background of the photo. It is one of my biggest pet peeves when I see somebody's photo that has tried to do it, but they've done such a messy job of going in and trying. I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to stuff like this. I would literally zoom all the way in and be real precise and edge out. Yeah, I'm that person. I am that person, and it drives me batty when I see people that just kind of like shoop shoop, export, upload to Instagram. Oh my gosh, it gives me anxiety. Okay, maybe not, I'm being a little dramatic, but you get what I'm saying. And the last thing I'm going to share with Instagram is going to be this app that I recently started using, and it is called Unfold. And this app I think is really popular right now for stories. So if you want that really cool looking vibe on your story and you want it to kind of have like an aesthetic, I don't really have a full-blown aesthetic on stories. I'm like all over the place. I'm real, but sometimes I like it to look professional and put together, especially when I have the opportunity to work with brands on Instagram. I want their stuff to look good. They're paying me for it, so I definitely want to make sure that that stuff looks good, but I want it to still have page, you know? I don't want it to be super different, so when I do have time, I like to go in and do all these fun things to the stories, but most of the time I just pick the phone up and just record. You know what I mean? But Unfold's really fun. They have a lot of extra, like, additive things that you pay for. I've bought like one extra thing for like 99 cents. But you can make it look like Polaroids, and there's all kinds of stuff you can do. All these apps, there's always something extra. There's always something you can pay more money for to get a little extra something. But those are pretty much all the things that I use on Instagram. Nothing really fancy. I just hit 18,000 followers on there, so thank you if you're following me on Instagram, and thank you if you're going to follow me now. Guess who's back?
Back again.
Put my nuts back.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Get your rabbit by his toe. If he hollers, let him go. My mama told me to pick the best one, and you are not it.
Pork tenderloin.
It.
Not it. Did you not even hear what you said?
Pork tenderloin it is.
I used to love to get the pork tenderloin from Outback, and then they took it off their menu. So this is going to be my replacement meal for that. Don't you just love a man that helps in the kitchen?
No.
Well, I don't need you loving men.
Kitchen is for the woman.
No, it ain't. Keep on, and I'm gonna stick your face under that faucet.
I'd like to see you try.
I'll do it when you go to sleep. Alright, so our steps tonight, all of them are 6 easy steps. Everything comes laid out just like this. Has all the ingredients that comes in here. Tells you what to bust out. So we're going to need 2 baking sheets, paper towels, a large pan, olive oil, and butter. Alright, so first we're going to adjust our rack to the upward position and preheat the oven to 450 degrees. Wash and dry all produce. We already did that. Dice the potatoes into small bite-sized pieces. Toss on a baking sheet with a drizzle of olive oil and pinch of salt and pepper. Roast tossing halfway through until tender and crisped, about 25 minutes. Who do you think is gonna be the last 2 on The Bachelor?
I think one of the pageant girls. I don't know which one.
You don't know which one. So you don't think it's gonna be them
together
at the end?
No, I don't.
I like Cassie, and everybody already notices their good connection that they have. But I wonder if it's just a physical connection. They will put Demi on Bachelor in Paradise.
Yeah.
I always put foil down on our sheets, cookie sheets, cooking mats, whatever. It makes for a really easy cleanup. All you gotta do is just pick this up and toss it when you're done. So I already put some oil down on the pan. Cody's just rubbing them all in, and we're going to sprinkle some seasoning on them before we throw them in the oven.
And yes, I did wash my hands, but they're going in the oven, so any germs are going to be killed anyway.
As much as I love pork tenderloin, it is not a meat that I buy when I do my grocery shopping. Just because I feel a little intimidated by it. A lot of stuff I feel intimidated by. That's one of the main reasons that I love HelloFresh so much. Because it gets me out of my comfort zone, and literally everything turns out amazing. Like, we've never had anything that was bad.
We get that pellet grill, buddy, we're going to start buying.
And I have cookbooks all day long, but for some reason I just don't pull them out and like follow recipes. But these HelloFresh recipes are just really simple, and I don't feel overwhelmed and like I can't do it. So it definitely gets me out of my comfort zone, has me in here feeling like a chef. What about you, Cody?
Oh yes.
You feel like a chef?
Because I've never cooked in my life.
He doesn't really cook. So this is about the only time that he ever gets in the kitchen. He will periodically cook what he kills when he hunts, but for the most part, this is the only time Cody helps me in the kitchen.
That's a long story.
I can do that. My favorite part of the HelloFresh meals are normally the sauce, because I'm a condiment kind of gal, so I always love the sauces that I make. So right now there's butter and 2 cloves. of garlic in there, making a baby. And it's a beautiful baby. Stir in the semi-glaze and a half cup of water, which I already mixed up just to make it easier. What are you doing?
Watching the video.
I was talking to the lady.
Oh.
Why you got your hand on my man? Oh, why you got two hands on my man? Ooh la la. You smell so good. Ooh, child. I'll make sure we grab our fine china tonight. Well, y'all, here is our supper. We're going to devour this and let you know what we think.
Thank you, Lord, for this we're about to receive and bless for the nourishment of our body. In your precious holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen. We just got started eating, but I just had to tell you how good it was. It's very good. The sauce isn't like a sweet sauce. I don't know what kind of glaze you would say that is.
No, it's not sweet.
It's like a, gives it a depth, like a deeper, richer flavor. I don't know, but it's the bomb. Even onions is good with the zucchini. The potatoes is good. And I got nothing but salt and pepper and oil on them, so. Another one bites the dust. Hello Fresh. Well, y'all, I hope you enjoyed learning how I did Instagram, like some behind the scenes stuff. And we also hope that you enjoyed watching us cook HelloFresh together. Doesn't he look just so happy about it? Okay, well, give me the top 3 reasons why you think they should get HelloFresh.
It's very good. Very fresh.
Okay, that's number 1. Number 2?
It don't take long.
Okay. Number 3?
If you cook together, you get to spend quality time.
Precious. So make sure to use my code to get a discount on your very first box of HelloFresh. It will be delivered straight to your door in a nice little refrigerated box like I showed you. And you'll be able to live your best life with 3 wonderful, yummy meals for that week. But yeah, make sure you check that in the description box. I will have a link for you to go straight there. And I will also have my code nicely typed out for you so you can easily find it and maybe copy it and paste it. But we wanted to tell you guys good night. We hope you enjoyed today's vlog.
Good night. Sleep tight. And don't let the bed bugs bite.
If you got bed bugs, you might need a new mattress or you need to vacuum your bed.
Or shampoo it.
You can't shampoo a mattress?
Whatever.
Anyway, we'll see y'all next week's vlog. Bye!